Hello, hello, hello. You know, it's funny, I thought everybody was tired of grass mods. I had done a mod on the Cathedral 3D pine grass, and someone had said, oh, but I like my northern grass, and I don't remember if I've ever tried the northern grass, so I thought we could give it a whirl and see what we think of it. Now, this is by OwwThatSmarts. Anyway, I'm never going to get that name any better than that, so that's as good as it gets. It's about 74 megabytes, so it's big for grass, but it probably means it has a lot of variety and a lot of different things to see. So we'll pop around and see what we can do. They say the original mod is by BrosisJK, so this was ported then. This adds lush and beautiful grasses that maintain a cold aesthetic and fit with the climate. So, hey, we'll see how it looks. This one picture looks good. I imagine this is the tundra grass outside of Whiterun. So we'll take a look at that, and then we'll move around and look at it in a few other places and see what we think of it. I'll try to do this fairly quickly. Hopefully we won't get a ton of bears and craziness, okay? Alright, I will see you in the world in a moment. Alright, so we're out here in the Rift. We're not too far away from where we were in our previous show. Here's Nilheim. We're not too far from Iverstead. And we're just going to walk out here and look at some of the grass. We're going to see a few dead bodies on the way. Don't worry about that too much. But you can see the grass here looks cool. Looks good. Oh, he's faking it again. I don't know if that guy's for real or not. Anyway, yeah, it looks like a good combination of grasses, doesn't it? It looks good. Good grass, ground cover, whatever you want to call it. I would have to say this looks pretty nice. Got some good color and look to it. This might be a better ground cover than the other one, it depends on your taste and what you're looking for. The other one, for such a small mod, has quite a bit of variety and look to it, but it may not be as good as this one when you see the way all this grass looks here. Now we're going to have to move on and not just stay here in the Rift. We can't just be here. We've got to go look at some other grass in some other places, but this looks pretty nice. So I know I've become like the grass channel. It's Skyrim grass channel right here, right now. Yep, I thought somebody might be here. Anyway, so I don't know if we're... Oh, can we even get into that? Well, we can, but there's nothing in it. Anyway. What was that about? Argonian. Vampire dust. He doesn't even have a letter or anything to tell me why he was attacking me. It's untelling. Anyway, as I was about to say, we always get these random encounters. That's another. Yes, it's the grass channel with random encounters. All right. So anyway, I think this looks good. Let's move on. Let's go look at the tundra grass and maybe look at the forest grass and see what our differences are, because this mod was pretty good size, and I can't imagine that it doesn't. It's got to have pretty good variety everywhere we go. So, alright, so I will see you somewhere else in a moment. Okay, so we're out here near, the giant camp out from Whiterun, Bleakwind Basin. And you can see the grass out here. I think the grass out here looks pretty good. Now this is more of a brown grass. It does have some, some little variation in color in it, but you can see that it's largely, a brown tundra grass with just a little bit of these little flowers thrown in here or there. And here we go again. I've got to take this has not been very fun because I've had the God Ring on for a while since I got myself out. Okay, there we go. Oh! Well, that was unnecessary. I don't even know where the loot is for that now. What did y'all do now? Oh, Valerica's being attacked by her own dude. Watch him kill me. That would be hilarious. There. Alright, guys. Okay, sorry about that. What was I saying? Oh, yeah, grass. Okay, so the grass looks pretty good. It does. It looks pretty nice. We still got some of our regular stuff. So this is what your tundra grass would look like, and it looks like a good ground cover. It makes sense. I mean, of course, it's not growing on the rocks. We don't want anything like that growing on the rocks, but if you look around, this looks good. It reminds me of something I've done similar, or, you know, I've used something similar, but it wasn't quite this color. But I think it's very nice. So let's move on. Let's try looking at the forest grass, maybe in Falkreath and up around Dragon Bridge. I'll be right back.
Open fire! Open fire!
Alright, so here we are at Falkreath, and of course, that's Serana giving me the evil eye because we're out in the daytime again, but we can't help it. You have to see the grass. So this foresty green grass looks good. Looks like there's some good variety. This is kind of what I thought there would be. Plenty of variety and a different look to it. That's why this grass mod is a little bigger than some of the others. And it's a pretty thick grass too. I mean, someone was saying the other one had some bald spots. This one looks pretty thick though, and it varies, depends on what appeals to you, I suppose. But yeah, I would say this grass here in Falkreath, it has a lot more like little ferns and stuff mixed in and different things to the ground cover. Oh, Valerica, sorry. Anyway, it looks nice to me. I do like this. So, I mean, I liked the other two, but you know, everything has its own appeal, and this looks very nice. I might change my mind and go with this for a while. That's the one thing about trying out different mods. Sometimes you're like, well, you know, maybe I will try that out for a while. So, alright. Anyway, so that's Falkreath. Let's pop up around Dragon Bridge and we'll take a look there. Alright, so just taking a look around Dragon Bridge here. And this looks nice. A nice mixture of things. Now, I don't know if this includes, it does not. So I would have to use my landscape grass fixes, because look at this. This is not, I'm not blaming the mod or the modder. It's just there's a grass fix for this, and I didn't need to use it with the other mod because it incorporates that. But for this mod, you need to use that landscape grass fix. Otherwise, you're going to end up with all this craziness, and this is where I come to test it out and see if I need that mod. And for this one, you would need that mod. So that's just an extra mod that you would need for this grass mod to avoid all the clipping and craziness. Like I said, in the other mod, the 3D grass, pine grass, it already had that kind of incorporated, and I didn't have to worry about that. However, if you prefer this grass, I mean, I would say it's definitely worth it. This grass is it's got a lot of variety, and it's more than just a grass. I would say it's really a ground cover. I mean, truly a ground cover. Yeah. Because it's really thick. See this? Now I'm doing all this first person, but if I do it third person, you can kind of see how big it is. If that helps you. It doesn't really help me that much. I think I prefer to see things in first person. Kind of gives me a better feel for it as I'm playing. But if you play in third person, you want to see what it's going to look like, and I guess I should allow for that because I didn't think about that. I do play in third person too, so can't totally say that I only do one thing. And when I'm outside, I kind of like third person. But when I go inside somewhere, I prefer first person, generally speaking. Well, you get the idea. So this is nice, but you need the landscape grass mod fix for this mod. I think it's worth it though. I'm going to go and I'm going to put that mod in, and then we're going to come back and look at this, and I'll show you the difference that makes, because this would be a good moment just to like show you that. So here again, now see all this in the road. Now we may still get a little bit of stuff in the road, okay, but this is practically a jungle in the road, right? And then it's all clipping. Look, it's all over his stuff, and it's all up on the porch, and she's probably like, why am I standing in the jungle? And look, it's all in these rocks, and it's all up on that porch. So we're going to go and we're going to fix this up. So this is like just a moment that I can show you this. And if you're new to modding, this will be helpful. I know there's some people who said they were pretty new and they hadn't done any of this. Now, so I'm hoping this will be helpful, especially those folks. So I will be back in a moment.
Roger that.
Alright, so previously I had been using Cathedral 3D Pinegrass. And if you'll notice here under compatibility, it says landscape fixes for grass mods is compatible but not necessary, as this mod implements its own fix. And I saw from looking in Dragon Bridge and stuff that it did. It did implement its own fix, and it was not coming up through the porches and all that of the buildings. Now let's find the mod though that we need if we're going to do this northern grasses. Just pardon me for a moment, and I will find this mod and show you. I think it's important that you see it and know what we're referring to. It's an older mod, so it's going to take me a moment to find it. I apologize. But it's the reason it's been around and people use it is it's this. Now it is landscape fixes for grass mods, and it clears up, like you see all that clipping and everything there, and then it cleans that up. And it does that in various different places, in various different ways. It helps a lot. So it does have some things about load these mods after this mod. You know, some things have to come after this mod, and I tend to keep this mod high but after my grass mods. Now notice here it says load after your grass mod, load before any mods that change landscape height in the areas this mod changes. If you see floating or buried objects, fix your load order. Ta-da! So, and it could very well be that you know, something like this could throw off some of your other mods, okay? So what we're going to do though is we're going to fix our current northern grass situation by downloading this mod, and I'm going to put it in. Now you're going to see I'm doing some changes on the fly that I know some people will just wince at and everything, but don't worry about that. It's not a big deal. Here's the thing. We want to make sure we get this mod to look correct and look good. So if we will take and put our landscape fixes after our grass mod, it should be fine. Now I'm probably going to eliminate this mod. I'm really kind of digging the northern grass right now. I did like that too though. That is a nice mod. But this takes up a lot more space. I might change my mind. You might still see me using Cathedral 3D Pinegrass because it's very nice. Nonetheless, I'm just rattling on. We're looking at northern grass. Now we're going to look at this, and this is going to show you. We're going to go back into our game. I do have to do a reset, so you have to bear with me. But I'm going to have to do a reset and come back in, and this should fix our grass in Dragon Bridge so that it looks good. So I'll be back in a minute, and we'll take a look at that. Alright, so we're still here in Dragon Bridge, but now you can see that we've cleaned up the area around the porch and around the rocks, and here in the road this has been cleaned up really nicely, and that porch is cleaned up. So this is what that landscape grass mod fix does for you. It really cleans things up so that the grass does not overwhelm everything in places where it shouldn't be. You know, the grass shouldn't be overloading the road. You understand? So this just cleans it up. Now you still have some grass that grows under there. That's normal. There's nothing wrong with that. But you'll see that, you know, it's just more contained in a reasonable way, because these people wouldn't live here and let the grass take over their road and their porches and everything. So, but the mod still looks good. And when we get up here out of town especially, you'll be able to see that the grass is still looking good. Pardon me. See, you can still see the grass is looking good up here. Everything's nice. So, you know, I feel like my guy is running around in a dress. I kind of like this armor and I kind of don't, you know. It's like, dude, why are you wearing a skirt? But nonetheless, it's not anything bad. It's just, it tickles me sometimes. Anyway, so I wanted to show you that so you'd understand why people say to use that landscape and grass mod fix. Okay, so I'm going to hop out and show us the mods again, because I think we're done looking at the grass, and I just wanted to show you that fix since it seemed like a good moment to show you that where it would matter. And remember, that will apply, you can apply that fix to any grass mod, even the one I was using before that says it implements its own fix. You still might want to use that grass landscape and grass fix mod, because it may do a better job, and I think it does probably do a better job than my other thing. So anyway, I'm going to hop out of here and show you the mod again. I just wanted to give you a chance to see that things aren't overgrown, the grass is contained in the correct places, and it looks good. This northern grass is, it's a good mod. The northern grass or northern grasses, I've forgot which it was, but it looks good. So anyway, we'll show you the mod. I'll be right back. Alright, so this is the landscape fixes for grass mods. Now this isn't what our show is on really, but it's something you need to be aware of. And it is a good little mod. I know, you know, it just adds a little bit more that you have to have, but it is a good little mod that fixes up some things for your grass mod. Okay, now it's been around a long time, and we've used it a lot, and I just wanted to mention that. Now here's what we're really been doing the show on, and that's a northern grass. Okay, northern grass. Now it's a bigger grass mod, you know, coming in close to what, 74 megabytes, but it has a lot of good variety. It's a very wild and woolly grass. I mean, you know, it's really good ground cover, like it's been there forever, and you know, it's a lot of good mixture of things, and you get a lot of variety when you travel to different locations. So it is very good. The other grass that I've been using is a lighter grass and doesn't have as thick a ground cover as this does. So people who say that, you know, that is correct. The other one does not have as thick a ground cover, but I thought it looked nice. But this looks very good too. This is very good. It's very thick. It covers the ground very well. I don't know. I mean, you saw it in the video, so you'll have to decide if it's for you, if you like it. This was the original mod is from BrosisJK, and this was ported by Voho or Vohu. Oh, anyway, it was ported by Vohu. And let's see. I guess that's really about all there is to say about it. It's pretty big. I know it's pretty big for grass mod. And then if you add in that grass fix, that's like adding, you know, 9 or 10 more meg to it. So it's pretty good size. The other one I was using was smaller, but you'll notice, you know, it makes a difference. You know, your results are going to be somewhat different depending on the mod you choose. This one has a lot more variety, and it seems to be a much thicker ground cover. The other one has some good variety in it, but it doesn't have as much, I think, as this. Okay, but it does have some good variety in it, and for its size. Anyway, I don't mean to be getting off subject and do so much of a comparison. This northern grass looks really good. It seems to work really well, especially if you use the landscape fix for grass mods, and make sure you use that, and you'll be fine. Okay. All right. Okay. So thanks for watching. Hope you have a wonderful day, and I will catch you later.
Somebody! Help! Come quickly! We've got a burglar!